Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another Am I the A-hole? We love doing these. I love doing these. This is my favorite. So let's get started. Am I the a-hole for telling my sister-in-law she's the reason her kids are losers and don't get invited to anything? um, let's just see how this one goes because I don't know if you should be calling kids losers. But let's start. Let's see. So I, 43 female, have a son, 13 male, who's in the 7th grade now. My husband's sister, my sister-in-law, Kelly, 40s female, also has two twin boys, 12 male. All three of our boys are in the same grade at the same school. Oh, I once had a cousin who was a grade older than me at the same school, and she picked on me. So yeah. Just a little piece of information out there for you. She made up all these rumors about me. I had never even had my first kiss, and she told people that I was an HOE. Um, I don't know how I could be when I never even kissed a boy or dated a boy. And the one boy I did date broke up with me because I wouldn't kiss him. Because I don't know, I just didn't want to kiss him, it was my first kiss. And then she dated him. That's so sad. Oh, just a little piece of information about me. Hi, if you're watching this, I still don't like you. Okay, let's see. My son is very kind and overall an extroverted kid who's involved in a lot of extracurriculars, so he has been making lots of new friends and is getting invited to a lot of the other boys' events and whatnot. To put it bluntly, Kelly's sons are obnoxious and entitled. This is because of her behavior. Ooh, so she raised obnoxious and entitled kids. Let's see. Let's go on. She is absolutely obsessed with them and has no life outside of being a helicopter parent. That's really sad. I mean, you know, does she have a husband? Does she have a boyfriend? Because we need to get her one. She needs to have a life besides just her kids. Um, For example, one of my nephews had a crush on a girl at school, and when the girl's mom jokingly brought it up to Kelly, she freaked out, saying the girl is kind of weird. So her son obviously wouldn't have a crush on a girl like that. Oh my gosh. Kelly's a bitch. Like, first of all, her kid liked the girl. So like, maybe the girl didn't like him back, and that's why, like, she's mean to who bullies a girl, a little girl? She's 12. Yeah, who bullies a 12-year-old girl or her mother? Yeah, first of all, who says that? What would you do if a mom, like, if you knew a little boy liked your little girl, so, like, you jokingly brought it up to her, like, "Oh my god, Susan, like, your son liked my little girl, how funny." And then the mom goes, "What? Your daughter's weird. My son obviously would not like a little girl like yours." What the hell? What do you do? What do you do in that instance? Like, we would have to throw hands. We would just have to throw hands. I mean, you called my little girl weird. Like, I would be like, "Well, you're a bitch." I don't know. I don't know. I think I would just be stunned. Okay. She raised her boys to think they're above all the other kids, and they definitely act that way, even towards my own son, their cousin. Naturally, yeah, they're mean to their own cousin. Like, I would just tell my kid, don't talk to them. Don't talk to them at school. Naturally, her boys are not getting invited too much, and a lot of the other moms in the group of the boys in their grade aren't including her. So she's just been inviting herself to events she hears of with the boys. Who does that? Who just invites themselves to places? Like, if you weren't invited, like, I was raised, like, if you weren't invited, you don't go. Like, I tell people all the time, I will not just go to your house if I'm not invited. Like, I won't. Like, hey, like, you have to ask me to hang out because first of all, like, I may be very outgoing, but I'm too nervous to ask you to hang out. Like, that's just it. Last week there was a B-day party for a girl in our kiddos class that Kelly's sons weren't invited to, but she just dropped them off at a B-day party and left without even checking in with the B-day's girl's family. So she literally rolled up and said, "Bye, kids," and then left. Kelly sound. Oh my God. Okay. The girl's mom called me asking me to speak to Kelly because a lot of the other moms are absolutely sick of her inviting herself and other boys to things. So when I talked to her, she immediately flipped the script, calling me an enabler of the other mom's exclusion and bullying her towards her and her boys. Wait, so she knows. So if she says that her sister-in-law is enabling them, so she knows that they don't like her or her boys. So why does she go? Like, who has that much, like, confidence to be like, "Okay, well, you don't like me, I'm still gonna show up." I'm just I don't know what to say. Basically accusing me of having an agenda to make her boys seem like losers for not being invited so that my son has more friends. So she called her own kid losers. She didn't even call them losers, first of all. Kelly called her own kid losers. Kelly, it's like you're catching on, but you're not like grasping the straws. Like you're so close, but yet you just can't see, right? Okay. I just told her that if her kids are losers, it's because she raised them to be entitled and mean, and it reflects directly from how she treats the other mothers. Now my mother-in-law is calling me saying I should be vouching for my nephews to join my son's friend group because of family and all that BS. So am I the a-hole? No. No. And I would tell your husband to tell his mom before I do that she needs to leave me alone before she makes my boys not have friends. My boy. So she's Kelly has the twins, not her. No, I don't think she's the a-hole. Do you think she's the a-hole? Because I don't think she's the a-hole. Let's read the comments though. Not the a-hole, but honestly, talk among your mom group. The next time she drops off her kids without permission or checking in, call the police for child abandonment. I don't think I'd call the police though, 'cause that's my kid's birthday party, or that's the event. Like, imagine having the cops at the event. I would just call Kelly and be like, I'm calling the cops. Um, you nor the host agreed to them being there. It's the same as driving through a random neighborhood and finding a B-Day party of strangers and then dropping off your kids so that you can go and get your hair done. You don't do that. Just because she knows the kids doesn't mean she can invite herself or her kids. Exactly. I wouldn't call the cops, but I would threaten Kelly that I was calling the cops. Not the a-hole, but from this point on, you need to remove yourself from the situation. The other moms used you because of your familiar connection that wasn't their place or yours. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, just either put Kelly in a group chat with all the moms and be like, "Hey, they have something to say to you. They don't want you at the party." Um, I would just, but then that might exclude her kid. Like if Kelly's sister-in-law, if OP says, "That's not my place. I think y'all should tell her," they might just start excluding OP because they will just associate OP with Kelly. But if Kelly tells her, then Kelly just thinks that she's rude and wants her kid to have more friends, which doesn't make sense. Is she an enabler of the other moms, or does she have an agenda to like see, you know what I mean? Like I don't understand. Um Personally, I don't think she's the a-hole. I think Kelly is weird. And her two little twins are weird, and we need to get Kelly a boyfriend if she doesn't have one. She needs a life. She needs a life. Uh yeah, I don't know. Let's go to the next one. Just let's go to the next one. 'Cause this one just really made me mad. Am I the a-hole for nuking my niece's social media accounts? So a couple of weeks ago, I, male, 35, had my sister, female, 39, and her family, including niece, female, 11, over for a barbecue. We had a pretty good time, with the exception of a niece who was pretty much consistently on her phone recording TikToks. Slightly annoying, but ultimately not my kid, not my problem. Okay. I mean, is she in the way? Like, is she in her own little corner recording TikToks? If she is, then leave her alone. Like, why is that annoying to you? That's my take so far. Like, why is your niece recording like if she's like involved like everywhere recording TikToks, then yeah, it can be kind of annoying. But if she's like in her own little corner recording TikToks, then why is that annoying to you? Get over it. She's 11. Well, why does an 11-year-old have a TikTok in the first place? I don't know. I mean, at least be 13, but not my kids. So I've talked to my sister a while ago about being careful what niece is putting online, protecting her identity, etc. My sister brushed it off, saying that my niece was sensible enough not to do anything stupid. I figured I'd try to bridge the gap, so I asked my niece what she's recording. It's a TikTok. You're old. You wouldn't get it. Oh, the niece is rude. This whole family's weird so far. Okay. I work in tech, so it's not like I don't know what I'm talking about, but I decided to let it slide and do some digging later. Okay, I can see now where he's coming from. He's concerned about his niece, like what she's putting on TikTok. She's 11. At first, he seemed like it was just annoying that she's recording TikToks, not that she was on TikTok, like concerned for her safety. So now that I kind of see where he's coming from, I can agree. Like she's 11. I don't think kids should be on TikTok. 15, yeah, be on TikTok. 14, possibly. Depends on your age. I was 14 and a freshman in high school, and everybody had social media. So I can get like if she's a freshman in high school, let her have TikTok at 14, maybe 13. If she's like in middle school. But she's 11. I don't think she should have TikTok. That's my opinion. And I can see where he's coming from. The niece was pretty rude, I would say, with like, "You're old." I'd be like, "I'm 35." If you think I'm old, that's 20 years from now. 20 years goes by pretty fast for you. Turns out niece has used her full government name to register for TikTok, which links to her public Instagram with the same name. So I did what any responsible person would do, reported everything for being under 13. Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, everything I could find. He did that too. He reported everything. Oh my god. With the nature of TikTok trends, some of the stuff on there was stuff that 11-year-olds probably shouldn't be doing and definitely shouldn't be recording. Fast forward to today, sister calls me and asks me if I could have a look at niece's iPad. Apparently, she can't log into any of her accounts. She's having a meltdown about it. I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh. I talk her through it and quickly become apparent that the accounts are blocked and asking for ID. I'm in two minds whether to tell her it was me that reported the account or just tell her to submit the ID knowing it will get niece permanently banned. So am I the a-hole for nuking my niece's social media? My petty self would personally say no. And not because she's 11, not because she's too young, not because it's unsafe for an 11-year-old to be posting their full government name and basically just, giving away all this personal information. Not for any of those reasons. No, 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 no. Just because she called me old. That would be the reason that I nuke all her social media accounts. YouTube, gone. You called me old, then you're too young. Instagram, gone. You're too young. TikTok, gone. You're too young. Who's old now, huh? Not you. You can't be on any social media. And that's what they said. And that's all she wrote. Yeah, I don't think he's the a-hole. Just because she called him old and he's 35. If he was like 61, I'd be like, yeah, you're kind of old, dude. You don't know how to use the Wi-Fi. But let's see what comments. I might be the only one thinking she I might be the only one thinking he's not the a-hole just because she called him old. Petty, petty, petty. That would be me. Petty Betty over here. Not the a-hole, and don't narc yourself out to the family. You did more to protect this child than her own parents care to. In the days of hacking, online bullying, and human trafficking, these kids really do not grasp the full dangers in their own online presence can bring them. Apparently, her parents also have an issue grasping this. Yeah, yeah, that's that. See, they're right. I think they're right. Not the a-hole, you're a damn hero. Don't out yourself and maybe point out how to avoid things like this happening in the future. Could be a good bonding moment for you too if you help her build a better, safer internet presence. I don't think it'd be a bonding moment because she'd be like, you're too old. I don't think she's the a-hole. What do y'all think? Or he, I don't think he's the a-hole. Not at all. And I think the niece is 11 and she's rude. I would have been like, you're rude. I have nieces and nephews around that age, and I mean, I'm their aunt, and I wouldn't tell them. I would just report it. I just wouldn't do it. I just wouldn't do it. I had never reported my niece's Instagram or TikTok like that. I don't think she has any, but I have reported her bully. So yeah, she used to get bullied by this little girl, and I was like, oh, she's underage. Report, report. Don't bully my family. Okay. Um, so yeah, that is all for today. I hope you have a wonderful night. Thank you for being here with me. If you made it all the way to the end, let me know what you think on these. So I will see y'all next time, possibly in the next video. Cause yeah, so I will see y'all later. Thank you. Bye.